this game and giving me a freaking useless truck every run. Okay, I got 7 bronzes, 1 silver, 1 gold, plus an ivory gem. If I'm in a body party with 1 flyer. Let's see how much difference it is if I'm basically running solo without a body party. Since this game seems to randomly like being random on me every day. How does that game me ready and say I'm not even hitting it? It's weird. If I'm soloing in here, I can one-shot. Or apparently I can't even hit targets in this dungeon today. Oh, okay. What? Seriously? Is this game really just in play stupid today? I love how I'm not even standing over there, but sure. Yeah, go. Hey, now I'm at least able to hit you guys again for 2 seconds. Oh, forgetting that it was just screwing up 2 seconds ago. I'm hitting everything just fine now. Well, hey, you usually don't ever have that much problems trying to clear this freaking dungeon. And yeah, it could be a different story, but I was actually switching my internet connection, which I have not switched my internet connection for, what? At least 6 months now? And yet this game just now wants to randomly say, oh, you didn't have problems. No. Nice try, Cyberstat. Nice try. Okay, the first room so far only gave me 1. I didn't get a freaking Ivy Dream again this run. Fuck goes the weasel. Ironic that they gave us holy weapons here, and yet you stupid crystals are weak to holy. Come on, sir. Come on, Cyrus. I at least tried to make the game a little bit challenging more. Alright, I guess it is supposed to be challenging with these guys not... Wow, he actually attacked. I was about to say, I guess it's supposed to be challenging with these guys not ever attacking us. I don't see how that's supposed to be challenging. Hello. What is up? Am I not critting as much as my character usually does? Darn, game's being random today. Yesterday I felt like I was critting like every 2 seconds. Now today, my character just randomly don't want to crit. About the same, bud. Haven't been on for... Just literally got on, decided to just log on my characters and just started farming. Come on, game. I have a 65% chance of crit. Can you crit a little more often? can you quit being Casper? Flipping kidding me? What the hell is up with Binky Factory today? 2 runs so far and 0 mags so far in this dungeon. What the hell? See it being different if I was on freaking Binky Factory normal. I basically already had the story complete. I don't really farm a lot of the bosses anymore. I've been told by a lot of people I should farm a fuse, but I'm actually debating on it just because I don't like the idea of decreasing Earth element. Which every step I feel is doing that I want on purpose, so that way we'd all sacrifice certain elements and they're just in turn around and smack us with an element that we got rid of. Oh. Really, seriously, game. Once again, non-horror. Once again, no max. Come on, Cyberset, can you quit, please, lowering the drop rate per update? Jeez, oh peep. No Moon's gotten affected by the drop rate bullshit. It's just something you guys freaking been working on for the last week or two. One thing they should be taking out seems like they increased the drop rates, and the one thing they need to be raising are going down. So they actually did that on purpose. Mag drop rates drop, but the freak are lowered, but yet the freaking spirit instants seem to be raised per update anymore. I swear per mob you can see like 2 or 3 freaking spirit instants anymore. Just per room. Jump back 2 times, what a little butt. What a freaking nut. I said when it's Binkies are the only thing in this dungeon that's really major difficult, as long as your character randomly chooses to create on them. Yay, no lag this time. Alright, you didn't survive a maxed out lightning slash. Okay, bud. To be completely honest, I wouldn't mind the lag after a certain time, or if they actually were to mind to fix certain things, but that's the problem with Cyberstep in the PlayStation 4 version is they don't want to do shit for us. You can bitch at them all day long and they're not going to fix the drop rates, they're not going to fix shit. Well, unless for some weird reason you can find a GM or no players basically report it, which for some weird reason freaking mags don't drop for shit, but yet no one seems to care about reporting it. And the origami magna that was added not too long ago. I've been told that only really drops basically spear and twin sword mags, I believe, or... And just talking to a friend yesterday, he said he'd never even farmed a single spear mag, and yet he has 4 105s that he can make right now. It's like, for a mag that's you hear people complaining about the most, it's definitely the easiest for you to get anymore. Heck, I don't even think log is really all that challenging to get, considering I see like 6 per day. But yeah, my darn Ronin does not want to drop for crap. Just a few days ago, my friend Star was having problems trying to make a spear wand 105, and he couldn't seem to get his mags for nothing. Now every class in this game seems to randomly have better chances at getting them, and now the classes that did have the high chance seem like they are completely dead. Like, am I really picking hard in this freaking dungeon? I swear. Hey, you guys are 130. Come on, mags, start dropping. This is a hard run, which usually guarantees at least 1 or 2 mags without a drop rate. I had a feeling they were gonna do that. Spawns are strong bogeys, but yet they freaking randomly just choose not to even fire off. PC probably realized the same thing that I realized with this game. When it comes down to it, you really don't need skill force or nothing with technically fully wand users. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I can equip a wand. I can go out of my way and make a wand right now. My character should be able to splat mobs down pretty easy, as long as you're using the weakness of them anyways. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like that's all the dragon arcs really are for, is just to build up a wand user. That's all the arcs are meant for. All other classes in the game, you need slash, you need pierce, you need at least impact for them. And yet all these weapons now that we're getting are, hey, here's plus 60 fire element, here's plus 60 dark element, here's whatever plus bullshit element. Oh, thanks, Cyberstaff. I'm glad all classes only need element. You made sword, which needs slice as well as impact. So, like, a friend of mine keeps telling me don't go after my vow, considering it does give me slice, and he keeps telling me to go after my Elsin. I'm like, why do I need the Elsin when it don't give me really any extra element? It gives me holy, which I should be killing anything that I fight. And once again, no mags. Come on, the ivory gem that I picked up earlier really didn't be the only freaking item I'm gonna get from all these runs. Jeez, OP, Cyberstep. And yet, this is supposed to be the moon, which everyone says, hey, you're pretty much guaranteed a mag per run in the dungeon. Cyberstep fix that. I'm pretty sure we have yet. Put simple, I'm guessing you're on PC. Put simple, I hate to put it like this, but the PS4 version of the game is getting shit on by Cyberset so much it ain't even funny. I'm not trying to sound like I'm just being an asshole, I'm just being honest. We've yet to get trading, we've yet to get anything. Like, you guys, like, even Xbox already has the Bazaar plus trading, and I believe they're supposed to be getting the XP dungeon within the next update. We don't even get it yet. We haven't even seen word of that being added to us yet. And then versus your guys' chances getting mags and yours, If I'm not mistaken, you guys on PC can run hard in hell to get your mags, where most PC players would run, if I'm not mistaken, hell all the time. Where for us, our hell run is 0.75% chance of a mag dropping on hell. So our best chances of getting mags are supposed to be in hard. Cyberstat screws up PlayStation 4's updates every second, and they don't want to turn around and fix them. That's why for us, we're still getting spirit incidents, even though multiple players reported to Cyberstat by now saying, hey, can you guys please remove? They might be kind of dying with updates, but at least Cyberstat made sure to give them, like Bazaar, they made sure to give them a lot of stuff that helps them out. But the bad thing is PlayStation basically has, as a lot of players like watching, we have more or less Onigiri who's saying what we need to get added or what we don't, and he's not really caring about what should be added. He's only caring about making sure he can get his spear mags easier, which is all that's ever gotten upgraded in this game. Like, I put up multiple videos to where I'm running Ronins and 300% in drop boost. I may see maybe one mag out before that 300% drop boost is up. So it's not even worth the time of farming in this game at all on PlayStation. Or unless you go for the JP version of it. JP has at least normal drop rates. Like, you can run Kishiden JP and be expecting to get a mag. This, you're in freaking Kishiden. You didn't have players sitting there just laughing at you like, why are you wasting your time? If I'm not mistaken, they also did the... I've yet to figure out if it's true or not, but... in ours, if you make a body party, I'm pretty sure it lowers your drop rate more than it increases. Or it don't affect it at all. And yet, you find more American players, you find the PlayStation 4, we're all about... Most time, people ain't ready and sit there and try to run the dungeon with you, just try helping you out at least for a few minutes. You'd get more people who'd rather just be jumping in the dungeon and leaving the party. Nope. I pretty much already have... As soon as the weapons basically came out and everything, I basically already have my set items that I'm planning on going for. I literally have only a set number of weapons that I'm planning on making, and then... for mags, I basically already found a mag that I'm planning on making if I can get lucky with it. If I can get lucky with it. Like, even after making 6 of these darn mags, everyone keeps still putting a faded contract on them. I can't seem to get double faded with 2 crits on any of my 105s. So most of the time, they're pretty much just a waste of my time to make, to even put faded on. No, it's okay. I was going to dump a V-block right in front of him. trying to take my friend Rose's idea and see if I can finally make a bow and basically put a bunch of rain element on a bow. So I'm trying to get lucky with Crimson Mastery, which gives me bow skill force. About the way you can actually play a bow in this game, as far as I'm concerned. You're not highly likely to get a bow mag unless you really get seriously lucky anymore. And once again, no mag. What game? Man, without a question, I don't even want to waste my time with farming a lot of mags anymore, considering I can't even get freaking one mag to drop in here. Ay, ay, ay. But I'll see if any of them drop on the hill. Soon as that would change. Gotta run this useless dungeon for a freaking fuse, and yet if it don't want to drop a mag, then what's the freaking point of running it? Considering that fuse ain't even gonna drop for me within another probably 200 runs. Pretty sure repaired. Oh well. Oh, I actually cleared on that one. I'm surprised. With a 50% chance to crit, my character actually don't crit as much as she used to. With that being said, I can't wait until we get the update to where mobs are more crit resistant, so that way it's actually kind of a slap in the face for putting all your work into making crit. Like, PlayStation's all crit players. That's all everyone tries to be on this. If you can crit a mob faster than you can kill a mob, then heck, you're better at it too. And a lot of players consider you good. It actually reminds me more of every other game I played. Everyone wants to crit instead of trying to actually play the game. You can one-shot something in this game, heck, you're a god. As far as they're concerned. As far as you can find a lot of places where it's concerned. I didn't know he was going to do that right when I went to attack. Right after I hit the button, too. That was a delay kill. You can see him do the animation too after I was down. Oh, that's why. That's why I didn't see a delayed reaction. There you are. Freaking invisible. We have about a 50% that they will do that on us. Really? Again, you're invisible? Come on. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Oh. Hey, when they do that. Hey, hopefully I can get this rhyme up. I don't know why I'm raising this rhyme, considering by now most of my friends have left this game and wouldn't be doing me going good to invite someone to try running an Oni dungeon. This guy. Wow, thanks for the twin sword mag game. Yeah, I know my staff has meditate, but I'd rather not even waste my time and hint that in just for 35 bullshit. Just for about, I think I got it up to like 25 or 28. It's not even worth me wasting. Messing up like crazy, I swear. Maybe I was saying that wrong, but I love how he basically hit 2 attacks in at the same time. Oh, that's why. Makes sense. Oh, how useful. Not useful. Come on. Stay from disappearing every 2 seconds. Where you glitch out again, buddy. You only need to get 1 mag on freaking hard. As you can see, pretty much meditation is completely garbage. And I'm not rating. I've been told by multiple people I should level it up, but how strong my skills are, it wouldn't even recharge me up. It wouldn't even keep me up. Hey, 1 useful mag and, well, actually, let me rephrase that. 0 useful mags and the rest are, and the other 2 were pretty much complete garbage. Butterfly has no need to ever be grad, because I'm never going to need it for anything. I guess I could break it down. Hey, don't get what I'm saying wrong. I don't expect like 5 or 6 mags per run. Just how bad the mag drop rates are in this game. As you've seen, I basically got more or less a twin sword, a butterfly mag, and I believe it's a Mara, which are all pretty much completely useless mags unless they want to give you the other stuff you need for them. Pretty much like I said, with this one, you're better off. PlayStation's pretty much to the point to where you're better off going out your way and farming Oni if you want to even get a mag. If you even want to make yourself a 105. Or even if you want to make yourself a Feast. You're better off just going out your way and farming an Oni dungeon if you can, and basically just sitting there until you finally get one. Because the drop rate for mags is so flipping low, and yet I can't even wait to find out how hard, to see how much of a pain in the ass a Lunar Spirit Seal is going to be to get. Told by one of my friends that it's like a real ridiculously low number chance. I remember him basically telling me one time that, or at least a player told me basically it's a 0.001.1%. 0.01% of you getting the item from her. And then even if you can somehow get it, it's not like we have anything that really makes it worth it. Oh, it's actually the rank 5, I'm surprised. I'll show you right here what I mean. Like with this mag taking me forever to get, 75% chance, and I quit. They don't even have a higher chance of us at least being successful with this stuff. To be honest, don't even You switch and try to play PlayStation, trust me, you're not going to stay on it for very long. We have no advantages over not being able to trade mags or anything. We had no advantages for not having none of that stuff. Only advantage we have is, which will probably do it to me, is literally go into the Onigashima, and you have a 90, and you have about 85% chance of DCing. You have a higher chance of DCing in this game than you do even seeing a mag. Because about 85% of the players hang out in Onigashima because Cyberstat State's throwing all the stuff right there, which a lot of players would just hang out in this one area. I'm actually surprised it's loading in. About to say, where in the hell is my storm? Since I'm planning on actually running one of these, I gotta basically go and through all my stupid little steps just to make sure I don't DC during the run. This run one in Binky, one step was already done, which is switch to Whisper only. Switch to channel 2 and then lock profile to channel, then lock the party to channel 2. If I don't DC, I resolve back on channel 2, which I have a lower chance of DC. In channel 1, you're DCing every time you get back into this game. You have to ever clear him. Little boy ahead. I'm not even sure what that is, dude. Oh, good luck. I was just helping a few of my friends yesterday getting a few of those. And I'll be out of him before I even get his hat, probably about 10%. I know you didn't fly up. Really? Guess I should have expected him to do that. Are you kidding me? Come on, you freaking asshole. Quit freaking disappearing every 2 seconds. Done with you already. Thank you for long enough for me to get behind you. Alright, I forgot fire don't hit you, but yet the Gargolites will. About right after I fired my blue thing, it was in the block position, and the game don't want to count it as a perfect block. It's like one of his only ways of actually killing me when it comes down to it. Oh, so you didn't do that again. Well, that attack can kill me considering you can't really tell where those freaking things are, like right there. I didn't even know one was behind me and one was in front of me at the same time, considering they don't show them very well. They look like they're in the whole entire battlefield no matter where you're looking at them. I already told my friends, heck, this dude ain't really that difficult to cheese. Blue thing him to death and you basically fall. It's the sound of a perfect block, but then the game don't want to count it. Are you getting fully loaded in, buddy? You kind of look see-through right now. Oh, there's a glitch abyss for you. His fate tactics do to kill me. He's up right beside me and basically hitting Zogi right afterwards. So, the way that you were talking, you play this on PC. Does he actually glitch out like he does on this? Where you hit him with Dust Storm Blast or something, he can automatically still kick in the skill? Like he's still in the animation of that skill even though you knocked him out of it? Or is he actually out of the skill when you hit him with a skill? I'll do it if he gives me a chance. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Like with us, for some weird reason, if you hit him with Duster and Blast when he's doing any of his animations, he still technically is doing the animation, even though he's out of the animation. Like, I'm not sure if you'd seen it when I did hit him with the horse, but he was still technically in the animation. As you can see right there, he was still in the animation, even after he got knocked out. He stopped freezing. Honestly, the only part I find challenging about this fight is where he doesn't stay still and he wants to splam freeze. Or he does that to me. Most of these bosses in this game, I find them to have problems where you might have a glitch problem to deal with. There's like mountain thorns over there. There's an invisible bug that you had to deal with. He'll turn invisible and you can't see nothing that he's doing for the time being. And until he goes into the ground, you have about... Thank you. I forgot what the percent was, but it's... Like I've ran him so many times back in my younger day, my low level days, where he would glitch out and I wouldn't be able to see him for the time being until he decided to come back. That's all he would do. Just keep disappearing because he would keep going through the ground on me. much as I hate to put it like this is where I really started running into problems. Mags don't want to draw, so I don't really have nothing to farm anymore, so... I tried farming Lucifer, but I'm not strong enough, let alone fast enough to kill him, so it's a wasting time. And for this game, you have to use a drop boost to get something anymore. Like, they lowered all of our stuff just about to the point of it's non-existent without a drop boost. Which I guess they're doing that to try forcing the players that are on this game free to play to do that, but it doesn't really make them put more money into the game considering you made their classes the easiest. Alright, I'm gonna dodge who's over here. This darn thing, the only thing that's a pain in the butt to get for them is just this log, and yet I've heard people say that eventually you can get it from any dungeon in the game after a while. Like even Ichigo, even EE, as people like to call it in P, in this version, likes to call it basically different stuff. That percent chance is so freaking ridiculously high for them to get the log, it's not even funny. Pretty much without a team going at stuff, you really don't have a high chance of getting done in this game. So even if these go and save body, it's not really worth for you to actually go out your way and jump into their body party, considering it's not to increase your chance very much. Or at least in my opinion. Considering, especially with today, I already started off how it did. Being in a body part, I was able to pick up an Ivy or gym, which I don't even know what they're even needed for. So they're needed for more later on weapons, but have fun getting those weapons in this game. Make it the weapon, but I'm not seeing that recipe, really, honestly. Oh, Rose, you are also a spirit dude, so it makes sense you to get a sword mag more than I would. I get your spirit mags more than you, Rose. It's common sense in this darn game anymore. Like I just said, Rose, it's common sense for you to get my sword mags more than it's common sense for me to get the sword mag. Ours is pretty much to the point to where if you're not that class, you get the darn mag. You've been watching this for the whole entire time that I had it going, you'd seen I ran freaking 3 times on hard and don't see a mag very often. Which is how my luck anymore seems to go with this game. So as soon as I can, I'm going to start actually hopefully getting hers or Yuki on where I can actually hopefully get those two to start running Oni dungeons more often. 30%, that's not even gonna be worth the time. This price still can't even break 51. Nope, didn't think so. Rose, I tried earlier with a body party, and all you usually get is literally just maybe more half the time bullshit items out of it. Being in a body party really doesn't increase your drop rate as much as it used to. Cyberstep realized that, and I'm pretty sure they changed that to make it where you had to be inside the party with someone. Anymore you're running solo, you're not really anymore running solo is as good as a running with a body party. At least I was able to pick up a mag or two yesterday without being in a party without problems. With or without a drop boost, usually I can go straight to Binky and run it at least 5 times, and I usually get at least 4 or 5 mags from there. Now, as far as I'm concerned, they changed the whole entire game around to where now you have to use a drop boost, or you have to have some major luck to be able to get somewhere. Like I said, I'm pretty much already almost to the point of just saying, hey, I'm not going to farm mags anymore just because there's the only dungeons in the game. Which if I can find someone who can innovate pretty nicely in the game, then me and Yuki can run Sane. I'm pretty sure me and Urza can run Sane, as long as we got someone who can innovate us pretty nicely. Which to me is even your best option to get your next mag, considering you got to get it for the Tempest. You can't tell me you're not going after a Tempest, Rose. You seem to be following Oro's footsteps every step of the way. He makes one weapon, you're making that weapon right after him. Anymore, you might as well say you did with this game. But like I already stated, you're also not a sword, so you didn't get the mag more often than I do. That's why I see twin swords in there more often. That's why I can go out my way and run freaking Nightshade, and I probably walk out of there with the spare mag again. Because I get mags that's not my class more than I get mags of my class. Which if the game's going to continue to do this, I'm literally thinking about switching my class to a twin sword just so I can raise my sword mag drop rates. Considering they did give me 2 stat resets that I've never once used. And honestly, I had no intention of using them. So what you didn't do, wait until basically you can solo them by yourself or something before you worry about it? I'm surprised I have energy restores right now, considering Dragonars keep freaking killing my energy every 2 seconds. Oh, and by the way, Rose, I guess I didn't tell you about this. There's my recipes. Ran Dragonar 2 times yesterday under reward, and then didn't get a single recipe from killing the dragon, but yet got the same recipe for the reward both times. This freaking dragon does not like me. Put simple. I can get every other recipe once more, but I can't get my recipe. And with nice guys, I keep getting the freaking twin sword, which is just plain out funny. Literally just plain out funny, considering that's, I think, the only one I have of the nice guy right now. Even though I know you don't like me talking about them, because as far as you're concerned, I'm too weak to even go after it. I can't even get the freaking completion sword. I can get completion of every other weapon. True. But then again, considering once you start getting up there, if you can find a way of catching his level and catching him in his points and stuff, which you should have catched him by now, that's right. Maybe I'm a little wrong with that, but considering right now he's not even on, you should have you should be caught up with him at least part way by now. All of the hours I'm on, I should have caught up with everyone by now. But this game don't like me now. As far as I'm concerned, it don't. And I'm starting to literally get more closer and closer to what Yoko was when he left this game. Mags don't want to drop, so why should I continue to farm the game anymore? I can't make any more 105s considering Ronins don't want to really drop for nothing anymore. I body party that freaking shit and it don't seem to want to drop. Ours has even had problems and I have yet to see yours on for at least the past... Don't think ours got on yesterday, honestly. I know I seen him on Grand Theft Auto, but he's not getting on Onigiri as much as he used to. He did tell me because of the shit rose that he got the other day, he was thinking about not even getting on the game anymore. In which I don't actually blame him too much, considering other than the Sublime for the last time when I put money into the game, basically the game kept giving me the same stuff over and over. Like I got this freaking the bullshit hair ticket so many freaking times it ain't even funny. And yet I already had them multiple times. As you can see right there, I basically got 41 of the limited ones right now. Plus I had the sick free that I'm still waiting for. I'm still trying to get them up free enough levels to really want to use that on him. Even though, with my opinion, like I've stated multiple times, he's garbage. All he is like I said, a glorified version of basically an L. L and L Sin put together. L and an L Sin actually. Which I can't even find any real use for him, honestly, considering any dungeon array run that seems to have mods weak to him, my freaking Dark Maya literally destroys. That has a lot to do with literally just how fast freaking Maya charges versus everything else. Maya charges faster than my freaking 3-scroll Sosuke, which is just plain out sad. I can get Maya, if I'm running a full party and new, I can get Maya charged before the second room. My other vanguards won't charge into at least the fourth room. It's ridiculous. And yet, she's a 1-scroll. You'd think Sosuke would charge technically faster than her, but I think her and Sosuke had the same charge amount. Doesn't matter which one basically you run with, because Maya basically destroys new, where Sosuke... I don't care if Sosuke is awakening or not. Sosuke is literally just garbage. Sosuke is yet to get anything really useful that I see really going to change that. Like, I'm still waiting for Oro to message me back saying how good she is. Instead of a multiple message him multiple times asking him, hey, how good is Sosuke? Never received a response. I've asked everyone who I've ever seen with Sosuke. No one's ever told me how good she is. I mean, a few of the mobs just in this room just get hurt to full. And that's Three's girl. Let's reset the dungeon and basically do it again, but this time bringing out Dark Maya. A 3 scroll versus 1 scroll. And yet the 1 scroll is going to fill up technically faster. Just find out sad. At least with her, they chose to give her a new outfit, which gives her a whole new set of skills, which powers her up a lot. Which also, unfortunately, because Cyberstep made a glitch, made a bug, or maybe they intended it, she's technically considered a 5-scroll right now. Oh, now the door opens. See this rows? A 1 scroll basically filled up within the first room. Takes her and Sosuke the same amount of mob numbers to kill just to be able to get it fully usable. And yet, Sosuke's lasts longer. But in my opinion, I think that's either that was intentional with Cyberstep, or that's probably a bug that they didn't realize that they put in. Because with her only being still a 1 scroll, and yet she's filling up this fast, how fast is she didn't fill up now if you got her as a 5 scroll? Maybe I should go and watch one of Oro's videos later. Try finding one of his videos where he's actually using her like this. I want to see just how ridiculously fast she fills up versus everything. Considering she's this much faster for me, how much faster is she didn't be for him? Considering he does have a 5 scroll over. It should take him literally, what, 5 mob kills to fill her up fully? Or probably not even that, probably only 2. She's filling up this fast for me, then heck, she should fill up that way faster for him. So heck, correct me if I'm wrong, Rose, but if she's filling up this fast, and if I'm correct about if you have multiple scrolls with her, and she's going to fill up even faster because you got the outfit with her, then heck, anyone who's using Dark Maya at 5 scroll won't even be using their character anymore. She fills up way too fast. Cyberstep once again added something in this game that's just completely or literally broken. Mount can literally solo freaking stuff that a player could have problems with. Multiple scrolls could solo basically basically pretty much the whole entire story that we're at right now, or I'd say they probably could. Then, if like I said, if I'm right with this, I need to watch one of his videos later to see, but if I'm right with how fast she raises, then heck, you should never be ever with the Vice Girl Dark Maya with the alternate costume, or the succubus costume should never never be your character for like more than 2 seconds. So, wow, if that is correct, if I were to go over here and look at the fastest time of New right now, if I'm correct with the timer and everything, New is not going to be ever beatable. Whoever has high scroll of Maya's and basically have no problems at clearing this dungeon faster than anyone has ever been able to even remotely think about. Like, we didn't have this literally turned into a second before long. I'm surprised no one's even done it yet. This freaking dungeon's gonna be able to be probably ran within like minutes. Like probably like 1 or 2 minutes. Technically right now the fastest timer is 3 minutes, and yet who knows how long that was set before. You know, thanks to South, we basically have people went out their way and farmed Satan, so it's like, heck, he's not even remotely, you didn't have a chance of ever beating their time. Freaking people walk in there within 3 seconds, walk out within like literally 3 or 4 seconds. Yet, the thing about it is if you go and look at all the timers, heck, even normals have been cleared that fast, and it's not even it's not even low levels having the fastest time anymore on normal difficulties. Just like when I got through the Kyoto dungeon, and I'm not trying to pull no punch at any of the high levels. I gotta say, in my own opinion, I think it's kind of sad that a lot of them ran normal when they were 121. Like, right, I went in and checked on it before, and Lyra was one of the fastest people to run normal. Lyra at that time was I believe like 123. Why are you running normal when hard is 125? You couldn't hold up to 125 considering you show yourself to be one of the best players? I was what, 3 levels behind freaking hard at the time. It was only 117 and I cleared it. You're saying hard is that much harder for a 123 to clear than a baby normal? Which I will give Oral props for at least doing hard, but at that timer he was even strong enough to be able to, he should have been strong enough to basically take out even hard, any difficult, honestly. Alright, come on. Like, look, Rose. Come on, you can't tell me that these guys really had to go out their way to clear Satan that fast when they all had no reason to ever clear Satan ever. You literally had no reason to clear Satan once you basically get your cross. Oro has an L sin, and yet here he is clearing Satan. Here he is on this leaderboard with 9 seconds. Why did you go back and clear Satan on freaking normal, dude? If you didn't do something dumb like that, then at least make sure you're in a party or something, at least. Come on. And that's supposed to be one of our... These guys are all basically our best players. And they gotta show off that much, saying, hey, I put this much money in the game. Oh, but... It's funny. They should have put, like, something right by it, like if you are on the leaderboard, it should say like your character's name, and then you should be able to write something there like, hey, if you need help, bug me or something. I could just imagine all these guys saying right beside them, don't bug me, don't bug me, don't bug me, don't ask me to help you, don't ask me to help you. We're this fast, but don't ask us to help you. Like I said, I do understand everyone gets on this game having a purpose to do something or whatever, but come on. If you didn't waste your time on running something like that, even if you're just doing it just to show off for a friend, why are you didn't waste your time on running normal, trying to get the fastest time possible in a dungeon? Does that really show strong players, or does that just show basically a bully? Like, heck, if that ain't a bully, then I don't know what the hell is anymore in this world. You're showing off that you can run something the fastest time possible on the easiest difficult. Without a question, before I gave Oro at least some type of props because he wasn't doing what Anthony Gamer basically did when we first got the ranking system, where he'd go out his way and basically lunge step and all that stuff just to be able to clear every dungeon and had the fastest time for every dungeon when we first got the ranking system. Because you can see right here, he's literally a 115 and he has the fastest time on freaking normal in Oshu training grounds. It's like, I don't care if you're going for the fastest time or not. If you're in here farming an item, why do you gotta run normal? Is that the easiest way for players to show off how good you are? It's actually kind of ironic that Oro basically typed me the one time when I told him about Susa basically more than less screwed me out of a boost. And yet, what he wanted to say about it is blacklist him and move on. Bullies only win if you oh, Oro, you're could be considered a bully by a lot of players considering you on purposely are running normal on certain dungeons. I could see that if it was actually like it showed his Oni running time, but that's not even Oni run. That's normal Satan. He has no reason of ever going to that dungeon as a 128, but yet he showed off his power. Not like if you run into a low level in this game, it's not like they probably whisper him on one of his videos saying, hey, can you help me get my cross or something? You probably instantly tell him, sorry guys, I can't. I'm busy doing this. Like, it's not so much, like, without a question, I don't mind you trying to get it a good time, but at least do it on a difficult that you're able to do it on. Rose, I don't even see where you are even on the training ground ranking system. It don't look like you're anywhere towards the top. Okay, I decided to try out to see how fast I can actually run him for fun on normal, but yet, look at that. My time only resulted into a 61, rank 61, and my mount wasn't even maxed out at that time. Wanted to see how good a level 50 can do. Like I said, Rose, I don't even, comes down to it, I didn't even say you. I didn't even say you at all. I don't even see you on this. You're not a player on... Oh, there you are, you're 54. At least you set kind of a slow time. You basically gave low levels a chance to still beat your time. Now come on, your time is beatable. Your time is beat by level 17. You ran a slow enough time to where at least players have a chance of beating your time. Your timer literally don't bug me as much as other players on here. Yeah, no you don't. I'm just saying that. As far as I'm concerned, like, slower times don't bug me as much because you actually ran more or less you actually kind of like messed around in the dungeon. Now that I think about it, I actually need to censor bone, so I'll do a quick run on Onigiri in training grounds just to basically show how I like to run. Duda. Wait, why did I say large call? Yeah, well. Oh. Seven, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. But a question I know for a fact. If I still was like a new player at this game, like I just first picked it up, I'd on purposely, if we had the ranking system back then, I'd on purposely see like, hey, can I actually beat the fastest person here? I can actually beat the fastest time being my level. Like, to me, that's what the ranking system should have been for, is for low levels to more or less be like, hey, can I beat like the fellow low levels timer? Not, hey, can I try to beat a 115 time? Where there's no telling what the unknown craft that they may have in this game that could give you. Just going by a new player's mindset, you don't know what type of items are in this game. Like, hey, they could have like some super ridiculous speed boost item that you won't even know about because you're basically just started off playing the game. They don't really have a chance of beating any of these guys this time. Which to me, more competitive players would probably actually quit the game pretty darn quick, thinking, hey, I got no chance of beating half these guys this timer. So I hate to put it like that. That's all this game might as well fall into, is a competitive game anymore. Actually, I'm not even sure if I even ran for Signature Bone right there. I haven't made an Onigiri on this character for a while now. Just like the Eldritch Beast, heck, I got the recipe to make the Eldritch Beast, plus I got the Odachi recipe to be able to make the cube mat or whatever. It's like, why should I really waste my time making these weapons? Yeah, they're gonna be a little bit stronger than my Nova, but then I just gotta sit back and waste my artisan swords and a weapon that I basically already feel is technically only a little bit better than what the Nova should be. Yeah, it's a new more damage, but that ain't really a. It's not like I can carry the Edgic Beast weapon in its finest form. Right there it is, literally. Starting form of the Eldritch Beast, all I'd have to do is go and get literally just its items, and I can make the weapon. All once I made a plus 50 Odachi. So I'm not majorly too concerned about it. It's literally just a fire sword, just a more powered up version of the Nova, but yeah, it's just a fire sword. Unless I'm mistaken, I believe it does have slice element, but I like how the Nova looks better. I've seen people carry around the Eldritch Beast sword, and I don't like how it looks. I don't like anything about it. Maybe it's just my mindset, but I really don't care about making a weapon. I don't care how it looks. It's like how this weapon looks. I've seen someone carrying around, I believe, the hard form. Rev. Why? So go make this sword. If Rose, you tell me to go make this sword, you do realize, go watch my last video. I literally had this on me and I decided just to toss it. Like I said, I already technically did have this weapon made. I do like the design on it, but other than that, I really don't care for it too much. Then what's this sword? Holy Rain? Well, nice holy on there, but you know as well as I do, I have no rain element, so that's a complete waste. And even making this for a fire dark, well, yay, fire, that just takes away my Nova. Dark, well, that takes away my, basically my complete, the night sky and or the completion. Which I still do have technically the dragon arcs on me, so I guess I am technically planning on making the night sky eventually. Whether I feel I need it or not, I might as well may have 2 dark weapons on hand just in case. So how fast collapsing blades is going to break down durability of the weapon, I might as well have multiple, at least 2 dark weapons. Unless I choose to do Ivy's weapon in place of it, which, yeah, that's just a headache and a half. I don't care if they did increase, they did fix the, reward up afterward, the reward afterwards you clear the dungeon. That's still a lot of items, just a farm just to make 1 item. Having 99 of the very rarest form of the item that they give. That's a heck and a half by itself. Considering that's only at 271, while even the second harder item is only 769. Yeah, but I do like my Nova how I got it set. Plus I already made a second Nova, which I'm working on as well. I'd rather potentially have the Nova with its fire and wind element versus a fire dark sword. So far I haven't really found this sword having too much problems killing most of the mobs that are currently in our game. And heck, even like most players have stated, it's not like we're literally be staying in the point to where fire's gonna be the best element. We're gonna be randomly switching in the next update again. Or whatever the story starts moving forward again, we're getting switched again. So it really doesn't matter what element weapon you keep, you should be technically able to kill the mobs no matter what. Plus on top of that, actually don't know what I'm probably going to do once I get all the weapons that I actually originally wanted to collect. It's the only thing that's might actually be still keeping me on this game, because I do want to have an L. I do want to have the Abyss Sword to its final form. So literally without a question, that might be the last thing I might potentially do on this game. So it doesn't matter if this game does upgrade too much further to where the weapons I'm going for ain't worth it. Noah, Storm, Rhyme, Elson, Cross, as well as a Shadow, as well as the Abyss Sword. I've never once changed my mind on any of those. Like right now, with my own opinion, I'm basically only working on a dark weapon so I can kill, hopefully, Lucifer faster, so that way I can actually start farming him and hopefully get my Sin recipe eventually. Once I get my Sin recipe, then I can start thinking about Abyss. Because apparently I'm not going to be able to kick Abyss's butt until I can get some nice hold, until I get a stronger holy weapon at the most. You told me more or less you made a goal to a plan to basically get it from your stats, and yet that's all my steps are. Get a dark weapon so I can basically kill Lucifer, and get it whatever I need to basically power myself up a little bit to help me out with that. Then after that, basically, hopefully, start getting the Abyss Sword going. Then I don't have no plans after that. I've never had any plans after the Abyss Sword, actually. I'll use levels to help me out with my goals, so that means I will use any form of Metastophes weapon to help me out with Lucifer. But I've never once stated that I'm ever going to go past the Abyss Sword. And heck, Rose, you know that one as well as I do. I've never once stated anything about a weapon afterward the Abyss Sword. So without a question, you can't say that I've ever changed that goal. My primary goal is to make only a specific number of weapons, and yet that's one of the weapons. That's one of the reasons why I'm actually even caring about getting a fuse, is just so I can basically make those 2 weapons. I never once cared about anything else in the path to making any of the weapons that I'm wanting to majorly go for. I've added the Vow Incompletion to that just because, like I said, yes, they're dark weapons, which will help me kill Lucifer, which will help me get my Sin recipe. So you really don't see me farming really too much other things. And I won't ever farm the other things. It's literally where I'm... Like, I'll make weapons to help my advantage. Like the freaking Silk Sword that we got with the last update. I was talking about making that, but yet, even I go and look at her recipes, if you pay close attention, which I'll even stop on it, you notice the only one I got is the Gale. I'm never going to get the Divine Spirit, the Lightning version, basic upgrade. The Gale is the only one I had the intention of making. Now, I did make both normal, but I mainly made them just for the fun of it. I mainly made the Lightning just for the fun of it, because I thought, heck, why not? I got the items. But that's not really going out my way and making a whole new weapon, basically, just to have for any other reason. I haven't put no work into them yet. Like, honestly, with my opinion, I only made the lightning one just because I know I had friends who wanted to farm it, so right there's so I could check on the sword. So once I made the wind sword, I noticed that it shows you the elemental weakness. Oh, and I guess I did take this sword up to plus 10. It's mainly just to see how strong it actually get. So as you can see right there, Rose, does it really sound like I'm really planning on going too much? Does it really sound like I don't have a plan to quit this game after a certain timer? Considering even with my mags, for example, you heard me multiple times saying that that I actually don't want to go above the 105s, so I really don't have to. I don't truly have to. I don't want to go above anything that I had this set goal to go. I'll make the chain. If it comes down to it and I gotta make the chain, I'll make the chain. But once again, it's a dark weapon which will result in me basically getting what I'm looking for. All these weapons have all been leading up to one goal. Like, look at that, I'm even making a whole separate Nova just for wind element. That way, hopefully, I can basically kill him with just this wind elemental sword. And I've been told by multiple people which Burden Storm is basically a nice skill to use on Abyss. So I've literally made a second Nova just basically take on Abyss. Or hopefully eventually. Like I said, I'm making the Dragon Arcs just so I can get my hands eventually on, if I need to, the freaking Night Sky. I set out the L because I knew when it came down to it, I knew that would help me against Lucifer as well. I mean, not Lucifer, but Abyss. Which I'll even go out my way and max out the Sin if I have to, just so I know I can beat Lucifer as well. Just so I know I can beat Abyss once I get it. And it comes down to this Rhine Staff, I'm basically only increasing it because, heck, if I ever get a chance to get into an Oni dungeon with someone, where even a few of my friends multiple have at times asked me, hey, you mind joining and just resting me and invig me during the run? So I made this staff on purpose and trying to just make sure Vig is pretty nice. So that way if they ever ask me, hey, mind invigging me while I basically run Oni? That's the only reason why I'm even making the staff. Put res on it to help them out and put basic gear on there to help out as well. So literally when it comes down to it, I keep making all the weapons to benefit where I need to benefit. Literally, like I said, not turning my plans on any other move. I'm going to continue to make the next technically weapon. I'm going to make whatever weapon I see that will help me get to that end goal. It's funny how you and Urza think I'm literally just saying I'm gonna quit, and I have yet to quit because I've yet to get the weapon I'm going for. No one's once ever heard me stating that I care about any other weapon that's past those. Like, come on, you even heard me say, "Hey Rose, where can I get the veteran sword from Typhoon?" Which you know as well as I do, that veteran is needed for Descent. It's not like I'm asking you, hey, where can I get a whole different random weapon that has nothing to do with one of those two weaknesses? I had to upgrade to fuse Magatamas. I'll upgrade to them just so I'd be having the chance of killing Abyss easier. Other than that, like I said, that goal has never changed. Abyss would be my final weapon that I ever make in this game. And once it's made, if I still continue to play this game, I'm never making a new weapon after that. So literally right there is my last weapon that I'll be farming for. Be the last weapon that I ever will be farming for. I don't care if this game literally jumps meta. If I still technically get on the game, I'm not going to be farming new weapons. Which means technically, if I'm on the game, I might just be technically just getting on just to have some fun or whatever, just mess around or helping out people, helping out randoms. If by that time or there's any randoms that still play the game that are still in the need of help. I was even thinking about making Lancelot's weapon just because I knew the sword did give me the holy helmet. So when it came down to it, I made that originally started making that weapon because of that elemental weakness. But then once Urza showed me, hey, this weapon basically has that decreased durability on it, I realized I don't want nothing to do with that weapon. That'd make the freaking fight more pain in the ass than I want it to be. An extra holy weapon, yes, but other than that, I can't see me really needing it. One Nova plus an Sin should be more than enough for me to kill Abyss, hopefully. Especially if I have, at least, if needed, I will go for the fuse just for me to be able to kick its butt easier. If it's needed. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to sit there and run a dungeon with you guys. With you or Urza or whoever, if you guys ask me to. And that's the whole reason why when Urza asked me to run like a dungeon for a weapon that I'm not going for, or even feeling like I need, I'm not really going to go out the way and make it. I have my joking side where I say, hey, maybe I should make this for fun. Make this or whatever. But literally, if I did go out my way and make a weapon that me and you just farmed, for example, I'd literally probably just make it just to joke around with it. I forgot how many times I've literally told people, heck, maybe I should go out my way and make the LD3 just because I got the recipe. But yet, I've never once turned around and made it because I'm not really in the mood to really waste the time. My character, I can't see doing good damage with the LD3, so why should I waste the timer? So you literally see what I mean, right, Rose? Guess Rose chose to exit. Let's see, what am I up to right now with those? Okay, I'm up to 2 300s plus a 60 minute. So that's 3 hours. I don't know what my plan would be later on today. But once I wake up, would basically be my plan later on. Once I fully wake up, would be basically farming for Tusk of Hope until I got max 99 of them. That way I can start farming. See if I can basically take out Abyss. Whether I can take them out fast or slow, I can take them out and actually start sitting there and hopefully getting the starting Abyss sword started up. Be completely honest, out of the weapons I'm planning on going for, making the Abyss sword is literally the only one that I'm finding the major problem. Because I don't find too many players who actually are farming it. When I want to look at their party and party recruit and stuff, you don't find many people who are saying they're farming that item. And so technically I guess I could say I don't blame them, considering they don't want to probably run it with just random players. Still, even when I looked at it, like when Yato still played the game, or more or less played the game a lot more than he does now. Even when I asked him to help me with it, he told me straight off the bat he had no intention of making it. So base pretty much I realized pretty quick I'm gonna most likely probably be forced to solo him, since I don't find very many players who actually want to make his weapon. That being said, it might potentially make my way here. Probably didn't make my way to where I can find the Tusk of Hope, and then after that I'm probably gonna shut the video down. You guys want to eat and probably sit back and watch YouTube for the time being. Yeah, I figured that. I figured that a while ago as soon as I realized that. But whether people do or don't, I'm not changing my mind about getting it. I'm purposely not going to make it for nothing else other than just to get it. Alright. Turn my brothers up. Like, literally arose. Whenever you had the time, think back about it. How many times have you ever actually heard me say I'm ever planning on going past the weapons that I had set. Never once went out my way and stated that I'm going to go past the weapons. Which is the funny part. Okay, even right there, for example, that D3. I guess if you want to get technical about it, you could say, hey, I made a D3 for nothing. So that goes against my plan. Or does it? Originally, I knew from people with what other players told me, I was told that, hey, if you use steel attack, you'll have a chance of increasing the mag drop rate. So that's what I chose to do. Chose to use this for mostly. And since I'm going to use it for that, I chose to throw Thunder Beast on it just for the hell of it, just to make it useful. Like, I've yet to really go out my way and on purposely make a whole different weapon just for something that I know I don't need. Just gotta remember during the festival time where even Urza was saying that I was dumb for not going there and farming or whatever. I looked at all the items and I seen, heck, the only thing that was going to give me is the Fallen Cross. Which, I kind of had a feeling that we're going to probably get something like a daily dungeon where we would eventually be able to fight Lucifer easier. Then it's not like I really expected Lucifer's Jossery to be that much of a pain in my ass in the long run. Once I got strong enough to farm them, I'd be farming them like crazy, so I'd eventually get a Fallen Cross. Whether I take the easy way or whether I take the hard way. You can't say it's not going to drop. Even with people saying Lunar Spirit Seals. I've heard players bitch about it, saying that it don't drop. I've even seen a lot of times where, like, even Oro's own teammates, Lyra and stuff, would say, he said on one of his videos to where even Lyra is supposed to message Cyrus that saying, hey, can you guys give me my freaking Lunar Spirit Seal since I farmed this dungeon so many times? I don't care if someone wants to tell me that Lunar Spirit Seal is the world's pain in the ass item just to get. If I have to farm it, I'm farming it. That's where it's always going to come down to. If I see it's necessary to be able to make the items I'm going for, I'll farm that. I'll farm that item. If I really don't have to, I don't want to go above the completion for Metastopheles, but if I have to, I'll go above it just to make sure I can kill Lucifer easier. Or fast enough so I can start using drop boost. I'll boost the living daylights out of freaking myself if I really need to. Like once basically Abyss gives me, once later on today and I start farming Tusk, and once I have 99 Tusk, once Abyss finally gives me his sword, I'm basically from that point on then be doing nothing but saving all my drop boost. So that way when it comes down to it, I'm going to start fighting Lucifer. I can actually start popping drop boost and be able to hopefully kill him fast enough to get as many runs out of it as possible. That's the only major thing I gotta say that kind of does suck with me wanting to fight Abyss, because I don't know how good my elves going to do against him. Hope it'll do good enough against him to where I should be able to at least kill him on normal. A little bit faster than I was before. Which it all came down to, that's all it all comes down to. It's how fast can I kill someone, and hopefully I can get the items. Like look at right there, Rose, for example. Put a gotcha tickets in my storage because I don't really need it. Plus I don't really don't care what I can get for a gotcha ticket right now. Then I also had the durability cent right there to boost the L when I get it. So hopefully I can pretty much, well, not the owl, but boost the sin when I get it, so that way hopefully I can kill Abyss. Or even boost one of the dark weapons, so I can both boost them hopefully enough to where I don't have to worry about the weapon breaking while I'm hitting Clutch and Blade on mobs. Alright, I did pick up an Ivory Gem earlier if I recall. Where are you, Ivory Gem? Even when it comes down to it, even with that rhyme stat that I made, I actually don't want to put that much work into it if I don't have to, but if it's something I have to get more Oni medals, I'll do it. Since I'm starting to see that as one of my only options to get a fuse easier. I don't care if every day I have to just, I don't care if it comes down to it to where I can only run Satan each and every day. At least I'm able to run on Oni and I'm able to get the medals per day. Just had 3 Ceruleans, 2 Myrtles, and an Ivory. And there's 2 boxes in the blueprint from yesterday. Which I might as well add those to my freaking storage ones. Gag right there shows you how many times I'm interested in making Gargs if I really have to. I keep farming Gargs constantly. Which the more I feel I need to, the more I'll keep farming them. Other items in here I really just still keep around just because I don't really feel like getting rid of them. Would I have a meal chest in here? Black and white stones I'm also going to be farming soon, so that way I can hopefully make sure I can run him as many times as necessary when it hits down to it. Go ahead, if you want. Seems like you'd rather talk in a party than technically typing it all. How would this actually work? Get this rhyme upward. You're not going to go up very easily, and I don't really want to waste any of this stuff on you anymore. Already plus 80 grade and everything, so I don't need to raise you too much more. True. But unlike you, Oro basically throws a lot of money into the game, so it's not like he don't hide the shit. As far as I'm concerned, I'm surprised people don't literally just mess around and say, by now, this much days have passed, and I'd be surprised if Oro hasn't got a 5 scroll of both the new Vanguards yet. That's where your weapon. I don't get what you mean by I'm doing it backwards. Because I'm saying I'm gonna start to try farming in the next few days. Try and get the starting form of the Abyss Sword. It's the only thing you could really say that I'm doing backwards is, yes, I'm basically going for a vow slash completion, which is above the sin, but yet they are dark element. So I'm going to use those as my advantage. The Abyss, like I said, right now I'm only farming it because I believe I can get his normal starting form of the weapon right now. I don't see a reason to try to evade getting that into after I get my sin, when I may have a chance of getting it now. When I don't really have the ability to get the sin yet without it. Like I said, it's my end weapon, Goombash. Not really, in a way, I'm not really going to go too much further after that. Comments, put simple, I basically set that as my final goal. I didn't set it as... That's why I said, literally, once I get it, if I do still continue to play, I'm not going to be farming new weapons. If I do anything, I'd probably max the weapon out, and that would be the final thing I do in the game. Other than randomly, like I said, just going out my way and carrying people. However, once stated that I'm going to really, purposely go out my way and try to make that weapon 100% usable. It's just a weapon that I've been thinking about wanting to make, and it's a weapon that I'm going to be making sooner or later. So you're saying if you run a Binky factory with me, I would have a higher chance of getting a mag just because you killed the mobs over me. But that won't work for recipes. Well, for views, because that would make it freaking nice to get that darn thing. So basically, you marked a completion and you quit because that's what your end. Honestly, yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna make the complete. If I need to make the completion to be able to get my sin, I'll make the completion. If I had to make the warp to get my sin, I'll make the warp. Whatever I have to do, I'm gonna do to be able to get the weapons that I'm more or less concerned about. Literally, I know it sounds completely weird to you that I go out my way and basically make a weapon way stronger than that strong just to basically get that sin. But heck, if it does give me the advantage to kill him fast enough, then why not use every advantage that I can possibly get in my hands? Yep. That's why, as you can see right here, wherever the hell they choose to put it in here, I do have a fallen cross that's literally just sitting here. As you can see right there is this plum-light plummets and a fallen cross. If freaking I can, not that menu. Literally, if I can break down, if I can get lucky and not that one, get lucky and get some more ice stones, I'll be going to the old man and trading in this weapon in and seeing if I can get lucky for the veteran version of it again. So I got 6. It doesn't mean and gonna make sense. Yeah, but that's you. I'm not changing none of my go. I'm not changing the 2 goes that are left. That's why even after I made my L, if you notice, right down here, I still got a cross on me. I literally went out my way, made this cross, made a second cross, just so I still have my cross. And yeah, this time I made it into more or less a lunge type sword, but still, it's a cross. Number one stated in none of the times I was talking about it. You know, you gotta have a Nova Storm Rhyme. I'm gonna need a sword and a staff of each, plus 60. All of them have to be plus 60 just to be able to get the hard form. Well, technically I only need the swords to make the hard form, then I gotta also get the lucky and get the staff, which I'm gonna need literally all 3 of the other guards to be able to make that staff. And then I gotta combine the staff and his freaking sword to be able to make that one, to finally get the final form. I already know all about it. I've checked it up so many times. I literally know every move that I'm gonna have to make to be able to make the darn weapons that I'm going for. To me, doing all that stuff ain't really that much of a pain in the butt. It's more of the pain in the butt trying to get everything else. I don't have no problems making more Onigiri and making more Gargs, because I already know that it leads to that goal. I already have the intention to make more Gargs after a while, just so I can start getting that goal complete again. Goal complete. It comes down to Artisan Swords. Well, I know, yeah, they're gonna be a pain in my butt, but I'm still gonna go out them. You know. But Rose, you're not looking at the final picture. I'm not planning on doing nothing after the Abyss is made. If I do anything, I'm going to be helping out my friends if I get a message to help out with friends. Other than that, I'm probably not going to be on this game at all afterwards. Nah. I don't like going back on. I don't like changing any of my goals once I have them set. Because then in the Abyss were the first 2 that I knew about, so I'd rather go out my way and make those 2, not turn around and decide to basically go out my way and make the easier weapons now. Because on top of that, within my own opinion, since whenever we finally get Lancelot to come back, that means by that alone, I'd have to go out my way and get this stupid ridiculous item. Which I don't want to waste my time making that damn item, because it's literally a pain in my butt as it is. And then on top of that, the rest of her items that she gives, I don't even know where the hell they even drop. Plus, like I said, I don't really like the swords. I don't like either of these swords at all. I'm not ready to go out my way and change my whole entire plan around when I've already made it known to a lot of people that that's the only weapons I'm caring about right now. And they would be the only weapons I care about for the rest of the time I play the game. Like if I feel those would be helpful to my end goal, then yes, I will make them. If I feel they are helpful. Which I can't see the rev, or however it's called, I can't see that rev being too much of a help, too much better than my L, considering it's actually weaker than the L. Now yeah, the 125 might be stronger than the L, but why am I doing it? But if I really don't have to, why do I want to jump all the way to 125 just to get a weapon, just to basically turn around and kill and do all that? If I can somehow get lucky with the completion, I can get my Sin, and then the Sin should be more than enough to take out Mr. Abyss all day long. Especially when it comes down to it after that, I'm going to be using Energy Abyss, so it's not like I gotta continue to collect the items anymore once I start getting his items. That's why even earlier today I was fighting Abyss. So I'm trying, testing each day to see if I can finally kill his ass. I've been told you can get his weapons from basically clearing the dungeon as well, which if I kill him, heck, that'd be faster for me to get the weapons, but you have to get strong enough. Which I don't know if it's because I'm lacking damage, or if I'm lacking the element. Considering each time I want to run, which I need to try running it with my Sin in my hand next time, and see how well I can do when I'm using Holy on him. See how good my Sin actually does against him right now. Actually, I might potentially go and try that out. Only the downfall part about that is when basically the noble, when the Rhyme one pops up, I won't have all that many lightning strikes to kill, all that many lightning attacks to kill, and considering my Sin is basically just one lightning skill and all the rest are holy now. But then again, I don't use my staff in that dungeon, so I guess that would be my wisest choice. Replace my staff and basically do it that way. But the Sin is my fourth and final weapon, and so I don't find myself rapid starting myself too much in the dungeon. Wonder how good can I actually do? Can I actually take him down? Can I actually kill him with my Sin? With my L, or am I still lacking some skill? Still lacking damage? It's like, I'm not gonna lie, I'd rather just waste the energy I'm fighting him than literally going on my way and gathering all these items. These horses are literally a pain in the butt when they're talking. See you, Rose.